Hello and welcome to Austin, Texas, one of our the tour. And today, Darrell K. Royal Stadium is packed and revved up, ready to make noise for the Texas Longhorns. We've been tracking this matchup for weeks, thinking about a possible top 5 collision. Both teams have done their part, and now here we are, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Longhorns will kick this deep to start us off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Heading left after the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looking for some space. It's Lucas. They'll stop him on a small gain here. Tried to run for it on third and long and came up well short. And the Seminoles will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. The returner loses the football deep in their own territory. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble.
He catches a break here. Always good to have friends looking out for you on the job. That was almost a major momentum shift, if not for the returner's teammate coming in to recover that fumble.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Short pass finds the tight end. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for offense, looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's looking to scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Running out of time in the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
They'll give it to the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Gibson. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The Longhorns will have 1st and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Manning. Quick throw to the left side. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for him.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. First down and 10 now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Bringing pressure. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. It's an option look. Pitches to the back. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. It's brought down for a short game.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
After a long drive, it's a third down. Is it a touchdown or a field goal? This is a 4-point play. Back to pass. It's Manning. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Oh, that's just a throwaway there on third down. And now a 4th down play coming up.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Second down after that run on the previous play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. In a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
But good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. A handoff to the back. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Seminoles. No chance to catch him.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Defense is coming after him. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Now the defense goes with that nickel, gives him more speed on the field, and I think they did a nice job of taking every option this quarterback had, nowhere to go with the football, and eventually they get the sack.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He's moving out of the pocket. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
And the ball is away from his own end zone. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? They'll run it to the right side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Getting set. Here's second down. Looking to throw. It's Manning. Receiver makes the grab. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. They move with 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Here's the throw deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The extra point is good. They draw within 4 at 14-10. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field, trying to build on this lead before halftime. They got off to a slow start, but they've gotten it going here in the second quarter. They'll begin with a quick throw to the left.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. And the Noles come to the line to run the hurry-up. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Timeout, Florida State. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down. The Noles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Glenn. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there, and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. Third down coming up after that running play. They'll try to run for the first down. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Pulls it in. It's Lucas. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. To the offense, looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And that run produces a decent gain. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And it's good right down the middle. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick this away to get the second half going. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give him credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
To throw, it's Manning. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking to make a big play downfield. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? Past the 20, past the 10. Touchdown, Knowles. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And at 1st down, they go right back to him. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage. 2nd
down after that run on the previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Caught near the sticks. It's Gibson. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new 1st down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Scanning the field, it's Manning. Catch made on the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Longhorns will crank up the tempo. Looking to chuck it again. The pocket breaking down. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They'd love to stretch the lead here with a touchdown. Had to settle for 3 last time. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Handoff to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. And now they run the draw play. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another 1st down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the 1st half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Offense behind the sticks, facing a 2nd and long. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 25. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the Noles are on the move here. Receiver in motion now. The shotgun running play call. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Noles looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. This drive has already chewed more than 3 minutes off the clock. They'll come up on 2nd down now. Trying for the touchdown, they'll test the left side. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So, nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, that is just incredibly impressive by this defense. And look at them down there. They're incredibly hyped up, and they should be. That's a great goal line stand, 3rd down, and you're able to come up with a tackle for a loss.
And he knocks it right through the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Texas.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Sacked, it's a loss, back to the 6.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's
airing this one out toward the sideline. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return. Tackled at the 17, but a big interception for this defense. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big 1st half. And he's already at it again.
On the run, it's Davis. Tackle made after just a short game.
Tackle on play at the 22-yard line. 3rd down coming.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Quick pass. The catch is made. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Seminoles. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And here comes a deep shot. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, hit those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. 1st and 10 play coming up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Looking to throw again. And they get the completion. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. The Longhorns looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And he's going to float this one to the right side. He tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood this scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And the ball to the ground. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has...
And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And the quarterback dropping back. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Completion nets about 9 yards. Not enough for the 1st, and it's 4th down. Longhorns will look to convert here on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Catch made on the left side. Goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few yards, but it's short of the 1st down marker. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Well, this head coach told us we prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if we didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. That's a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically, I liked a lot of the things they did to counter how the defense was attacking them. Sometimes games can be won and lost thanks to a good game plan, and we saw how it made a big difference today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.